I kind of feel like I'm, made for this. I'm built for this.
Justin Fields! Making magic happen! There goes Fields! Touchdown!
Full meeting in pregame with Justin Fields and Patrick Mahomes.
I'm built for this.
What up, guys? Swift here, breaking down Justin Fields' first start of the year, a preseason contest against Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Important note here, the All-22 film is still not available yet, but I've watched the condensed game about 25 times, including 3 or 4 in slow motion, and found some additional All-22 footage on the internet. Today, I'm breaking down Justin Fields' game. I will go into detail on what kind of day our QB1 had. His first pass was an easy pass to the flat. He took the check down. The Chiefs blitzed on this first pass. Fields recognized the blitz, got rid of the ball, making the correct read. Nothing special here, but Fields correctly goes through his progressions and takes what the defense gives him for a short gain. Okay, this is the play in question here. This was his first pass. You can see we got the pre-snap motion. That's something that Luke Getsy likes a lot. He likes this pre-snap motion. You can see here, let's see what he does here. He takes the easy pass out to the flat. Let's watch it. Easy, look. Got a safety over top here. You can't see. Nothing is open, though. Everybody's covered. Blitz is on. He's got extra guys coming. He takes the easy pass out to the flat here. Good read. Good read. Good pass here. You want to see Chase Allen maybe break a tackle. It doesn't happen. Take the 2-yard gain and move on to the next play. So this was the first negative play of the game. This was the Chris Jones sack. You could see in this play that Chris Jones immediately blew up Michael Schofield. Fields was on his first read, and while I'm not blaming Justin for this sack at all, I wanted to point out what I meant when I said I think he could have stepped up on this play. Now, let's look at it from a frame by frame perspective here, and then I will show you the video as well. This is from the All-22 angle here. As you can see, this is when Chris Jones has already got the push. He's already got a push up the field on Michael Schofield, and this is the moment that Justin Fields realizes it. And we'll get it from another angle over here too. Push. Okay, wait. This is when Justin Fields see it, and you see he's taking a step. He's taking a step into it instead of taking a step up into this area where they have a 3-on-2 and a 4-on-3, where he could either step up into the pocket, make a throw out to Mooney, or down here, this is where Chase Allen is on the tight end. I'll show you a better image of this, but he cuts back here and does a reverse and gets wide open over the middle of the field. And this is the only point I wanted to make about this play. And you can see it in the angle by angle here. You can see Justin Fields. He sees him coming, and watch his foot as he takes a step back the direction that Michael Schofield is pushing Chris Jones. See? That step right there? The step, you see it? He's going in the direction that Schofield is pushing the defender. And then, when he tries to cut it back the other way, it's too late by this time. If he had stepped up down here into this area, you can see as we go back, this is where Khalil Herbert made a great block here. Braxton Jones has his man. Everything looks clean over here. You can see when he steps up, it gets even cleaner if he would have stepped up right here. Look at this hole. He could at least step up a couple steps and make a pass. Now we'll watch it here. There's just nowhere to go by that point. Nowhere to go. Now we'll look at it one more time here. As you can see, this is when Fields sees him. This angle here, when Fields sees the pressure in his face, watch how he takes a step into it. There it is. He takes the step 2 steps into the pressure. And that's where he gets in trouble here. This is the second step as he's trying to get out of it. Whereas look at this clean pocket over here. You got Cody Whitehair blocking nobody. He's got a free block to help Braxton Jones out here. You can see if he would have stepped up over here, Cody Whitehair's free. And then let's take a look at what the tight end was doing on the back end of this. If Fields would have been able to have another second here. This is Chase Allen. This is as Fields is getting sacked here. And Chase Allen has 25 yards wide open over the middle of the field. And that's one of the main points I wanted to make on this play. So basically what happens on this play is by the time Fields sees the pressure, Jones is already closing in. Schofield then gives him a shove. And when he does this, he's looking to give Fields some extra space to either take off or step up and make a throw. The problem is he steps right into it. But as you can see here, I understand what Schofield was trying to do. So even though he did get blown up on the play, as I was watching live, I immediately wanted to see Fields step up into his left. Instead, he steps to the right, and it ends up being right into the arms of Chris Jones. Now, this is more of a veteran's awareness type of thing here. Once again, I'm not blaming Fields here, but I do think if he steps up to his left, he can buy himself some time to make a play. The left side did a nice job of blocking on this play and had Cody Whitehair as an extra blocker. I just believe that a more veteran quarterback would be able to step up in the pocket and avoid that pressure. Justin is still young and learning. You guys know how much I love Fields, but I love to point out things that I want to see him improve on as well. His pocket awareness still needs a little bit of work, and this play showcased this. Also, one more point. Fields could have made a short throw here to Mooney as well early on at the 3-step drop point. Before the pressure really got to Fields here, as you can see it on this side over here. Chris Jones is getting the push towards Fields. This is right on the 1-2-3. This throw to Mooney is there. That throw can be made. So, I mean, there's a couple, just a couple of things on this play where I'd like to see it. I want to talk a little bit more about the play call, though. It resulted in a sack, and most fans see it as a horrible play. But I'm showing you what could have been if Schofield would have put any kind of block on Chris Jones. I just pointed out that he could have hit Darnell Mooney for this quick pass. And then also, if he would have had a little bit more time here, he could have had Chase Allen wide open over the middle of the field. The play design was very impressive. He forced both safeties to respect the top, pulled the linebackers to the sidelines, and completely opened up the middle of the field. Chase Allen sold an out route here and then did a reverse whip and was breaking wide open, and he would have picked up at least 15 to 20 yards if Justin Fields would have just had another second of protection. Justin Fields' third pass of the game was a designed rollout. It made me very happy to see Getsy bringing this into the fold so early in the game. This play only goes for a 1-yard gain, and most fans didn't see much on this play, but I loved it. I saw multiple things I liked on this play. First was Getsy rolling Justin Fields out of the pocket. Watch that. Boom. This is the rollout you like to see. Nagy failed to do this last year. Got him rolling out. And now what do you have here? You got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 or 5 receivers in this area. And watch Justin Fields. Watch his eyes. You can see this a little bit better on the All-22 film. But he goes through his reads while rolling out. And then he makes an athletic throw to avoid a negative play. Let's watch. It's just a 1-yard gain. It's nothing incredible or special, but Justin Fields does show you that he can progress through his reads and take what the defense gives him. 2 things that we want to see this season. This next pass here is his 25-yard pass to Darnell Mooney. This entire play was special. I loved the design, but the throw was an absolute beauty. He put it in a spot where Darnell Mooney could make a play on it. Perfectly past the corner and just under where the safety would have came in and laid him out. I heard someone say he should have thrown it deeper here. Depending on what the coverage is, that's true. But with the safety in a position where he was, this was the right throw, and it was a beautiful pass. This is another concept I've seen the Packers run with Devontae Adams. Fields takes his 3-step drop, immediately recognizes the coverage, and puts the ball in a spot for Mooney to make the play. Great play design and execution. Let's watch it. Watch Darnell Mooney right here. He's going to get the pick from the outside guy, and then he's going to get over, and then he's going to get to the spot right here underneath the coverage of the safety. Watch. Mooney up top, open. Look at the ball placement right here. Safety's coming over top. You can't really, you could try to put this over top here, but this, the safety's gonna kill you if you do that. This puts it in a spot where Darnell Mooney can get it. Safety can't make much of a play on it. The cornerback is, I mean, he's trying to do something there, but he can't really make a play on it. This was a beautiful play. I love to see it. Great job, Justin Fields, Darnell Mooney. We see your guys' connection growing on the field. This next play is where Fields scrambles and slides and takes what is clearly a late hit and should have been an unnecessary roughness penalty, but we all know how the refs treat us in Chicago. Fields drops back, then immediately takes off to his right and slides for a very short gain, but takes a late shot. Let's watch this one, and then I'll tell you what the problem of it is. And see, before he rolls out here, it's another one where he's got the quick throw to Mooney here. This is a play. It's not a huge gain, but this is a 3 to 4 yard gain every time. This guy's not jumping that route. Mooney's got him beat, and he can make that throw to the outside. That's one thing I want to say about it. Also, another point here is if you watch ESB, if Fields hangs on in the pocket for just another second or two here, ESB will come open right across the middle of the field. So let's give this a look while Justin Fields is rolling out. You look right here, ESB, he's wide open. He's going to be right about here. A little bit too late for that now. Fields is already rolled out. Nothing to do here. You can catch ESB. You can catch him up here at the corner of the screen. You can kind of see him like, hey, I'm open, Justin. But then, hey, he gets the slide. He kind of jump slides here. This is one thing I noticed. If he could have slid a little bit shorter, but he did try to pick up an extra half yard or so here. But this hit is unnecessary. Like, he's already on the ground fully into his slide when this guy dives shoulder first into his head, and that's not a penalty. NFL, we can't lay a pinky on Aaron Rodgers sometimes, but that's not a penalty? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's a penalty. Bottom line, that is a penalty. Then has back-to-back passes at the end of that drive after handing it off to Khalil Herbert. He throws one out in the flat that does nothing, and he throws one short here for Herbert when everybody else is covered. Herbert doesn't make the catch. It's a little short. Fields is taking a hit here. But we're here to talk about the next play after this one. Okay, this is the last play I want to talk about. This is Fields' throw to Tajay Sharp on the sideline. This might have been the best pass I have seen Fields make in a Bears uniform. The accuracy, the ball placement, the touch, the confidence, all while taking a hit in the face is just insane. This is a throw that only a handful of quarterbacks in the NFL can make. He's under pressure, delivers this pass while taking a hit to the face. The receiver is smothered on the sideline, and Justin Fields throws an absolute dime to a position to where only Tajay Sharp can catch the ball. This is one of those throws that really showcases his special arm talent and poise. I can't say enough good things about this throw. It's just one play, but wow, I'm telling you guys, without a doubt, there are only a few quarterbacks in the entire NFL that would even attempt a pass like this. If you are inaccurate or underthrow it, it's an easy pick six for the cornerback, but the ball placement here is simply perfect. And then Tajay makes an adjustment and comes down with the ball, making it easily the best play of the day. Now let's have a look at it. To start off with, you got decent protection, and then guy gets free. Right by here. Fields is going to take a hit to the face at his own goal line. Watch it closely. Takes a hit. Throwing the ball. Look at this. Look at the ball placement there. Outside, out of the cornerback's reach, into Tajay Sharp's hand. That is incredible. Ooh. Okay, this is the other angle where you can see the hit Justin Fields is taking to his face mask. Here we go. This is a little bit better angle I got here for you guys. You can see it. You can see it here on the left side a little bit. Justin Fields is taking the hit, but this one you can see it still in his hand as it's leaving his hand. Wait a minute. Did I blow it up too much? You guys can't see it in his hand here. Still in his hand while he's taking a shot to the face. And then watch this pass he delivers. Let's watch it. I can't say enough about that throw. It's absolutely beautiful. Overall, it's just a preseason game and the first of the year. I think early on, Fields clearly had a little bit of rust, and it's been a while since he played. But he shook that off and looked very decisive and made a couple of gorgeous throws. To me, he looked decisive, even though there was an instance or two where I'd like to see him step up into the pocket. People act like our first team offense was awful. They did leave some yards on the field and definitely had some rust. But overall, even the first team looked solid to me. I think they could have scored some points too, but I think Getsy saw enough and wanted to get Fields off the field. I'm not sure, but that offense was driving. QB1 moved the ball into the Chiefs' territory, and our last drive ended like this. This is how our last drive ended. As we get into Chiefs' territory, we're right there at the 50-yard line, and this is what we get. First pass, check down, Khalil Herbert, he drops it. Second play now, we got second and long. After Herbert drops the pass on first down, Fields has brought you 50 yards to get you into Chiefs' territory here. You see where we're at. We're in Chiefs territory. We're looking to score and tie the game at 7. These are the last 2 plays that Justin Fields are on the field. And this is what we get out of it. It almost feels like we were just done for the day and ready to give up. The Getsy had seen enough. But watch. We got handoff, Khalil Herbert. So Herbert drops one, and then he gets a run. And then what's next on 3rd and long? Now here we are, 3rd and 6. And knowing this will be Justin Fields' last play, you're going to take him out of the game. He had drove you down the field. We're threatening to get down there and put some points on the board. And let's take the ball out of his hands again. And it's Khalil Herbert for nothing. And that's the game. That's all that Justin Fields played. And that was just it. First down pass play that Khalil Herbert dropped. Second down run. Third down run. And then a punt. That drive had the makings of something great, but it stalled out once they crossed the 50. It almost seemed to me like Getsy just took his foot off the gas there. His play calling looked much, much better in the second half, and I saw him scheme guys open throughout the day. I was just very pleased with Getsy's play calling for the most part. I could always find something to nitpick about. For instance, those back-to-back runs on 2nd and 3rd and long to kill the first string's offense's last drive. I would have just liked to see him get some points on the board. But other than that, I saw a lot of creativity and concepts that great teams in the NFL use. I saw a couple of concepts and play designs that I've seen ran in Green Bay over the years, and overall it just looked like an NFL offense. Although we did run an all curls play one time, for the most part Getsy was putting guys in position to make plays and setting up the defense for future play calls. It's only one preseason game, so no reason to overreact yet. But you have to come away from this first game feeling pretty positive. Our next game is coming up really quickly on Thursday. I can't wait to get my hands on the full all-22 film of this one, and then I will have a lot of coverage on what to watch for that Seahawks game, as well as breaking down our next couple of training camp practices as well. I appreciate everybody who watches these videos. Please hit that like button for me. Stay tuned, and until next time, bear down.
It's my quarterback.